Former NFL linebacker Bart Scott on if Deshaun Watson can recapture his greatness with the Browns. This from ESPN's Get Up.
Yeah, I'm perplexed because this still is a very relatively young quarterback, who should be entering the prime of his athletic career. But I ask myself, is it more player or scheme, right? Because you talk about the difference in scheme and using him and utilizing his talents. Because when Joe Flacco came in, he played well. But you also talk about the fact that without Brian Callahan, which is a sneaky big loss, do they open it up a little bit more and not be such a run-centric type of team, especially with Chubb coming off of the injuries with the weapons that they have on the outside with Judy? So does he get more of what he wants with being able to throw the ball a little bit more than he did in previous years?
With that, let's welcome in Brad Ward from the Orange and Brown Report, All Eyes on Cleveland podcast. Brad, I think there's something to that scheme match, and I think that's the reason that we saw all of the shuffling and changes on the offensive coaching staff.
Yeah, the turnover was just kind of Stefanski's way of saying no turning back, right? Like, it felt like they attempted to do it last year, but for a number of reasons, including Chubb's injury and Watson not looking his best at the beginning of the year, it felt like they turned quickly back into what they were most comfortable with, right? And more of the staple Stefanski stuff. And at that point, then when you started the quarterback carousel, you kind of had to do that, right? So the changes on the offensive side of the ball on the staff, I think, are very clear here what direction we're going. Some sort of a hybrid Dorsey Stefanski offense with some other stuff mixed in. There's a number of guys that have run offenses in there, and they've all collaborated together, and it feels like they're going to throw the ball more for sure.
Yeah, and it really feels like they're trying to fit this offense around the skill set of Deshaun Watson. I won't say that they didn't do that before. I think they're taking it a couple steps further than they did the past couple of years.
Yeah, they're trying to replicate some of the things that he was able to do in Houston, right? Like off schedule stuff, being able to see the field in a more spread look. And I think that, and less of the more timing stuff that, Stefanski is known for, I think is kind of what they're looking for. Letting him just, see the field and make play more than, need to be here, 2 steps here, 3 steps there, get it out on time. And not that that's not part of any offense, but maybe less of that and more of here I can see the field, I can see the coverage, and I can adjust accordingly because that's where he's at his best. So they're turning this into as they should. Change the offense to fit the quarterback and try to highlight his best skills.
Yeah, that's the reason you go out and you get him and you pay him what you did. And you give up the first round picks. You put him in a
Absolutely.
best possible position to succeed.